I told the story, but I didn't mention the ages. So
Okay.
he was 10 years younger. Yeah.
Brought his laptop on a date, gave you help with providing information.
He's the one who got the
situation.
groceries.
Exactly.
Yeah.
After that, he offered his time for anything I needed. I don't have a car yet, as I just arrived to the country 3 months ago, so we went for grocery shopping. Guess what? He paid for my groceries, even though I was going to pay on my own. Have you seen him again, or was that a one-time?
Not yet. It was one time, and I was thinking, like, we have 10 years difference, it's kind of significant gap.
So
He's 10 years
But
younger.
You're
so
36, he was 26?
26, yes. But he's an amazing guy. I was like, wow. I told him like a bunch of times, and we're still in contact. So if someone would love to meet this beautiful guy, amazing guy.
Wait, so did he want to go on a second date with you, or what happened there?
We texted to him, and I told him that we can be only friends because I honestly told him because of age difference.
Oh.
Wow.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait, so you friend zoned him?
I told him openly. I don't say.
Did you tell him this before he?
No, I didn't tell
Bought you
him.
the groceries?
No.
Well, that's
wait,
his
wait,
job.
Wait. No,
That's
no,
what he
no.
does for
That's-
work. He's a refugee.
No, it was a date.
No, he.
I thought this was a date.
helping. No,
You said you had a date. You had a date. Yeah.
It was a date, absolutely.
So you don't have a car. He said
exactly.
he offered his time, anything
Exactly.
you needed.
Yep.
You went was the grocery shopping? Was that the first date?
Yes, exactly.
He paid for your groceries.
He did bunch of nice stuff that man like wants to do, or he wanted, and I appreciated it. And we talked with him, and we talked several times with him, and we are going probably to meet to his church. But I honestly, I talked to him and told him that we can be only friends. For example, if he would invited me, because grocery was involved, I know that what is triggering you, but
I'm triggered. I'm
yeah,
so triggered.
I understand. I will
she was
explain.
going to pay for it herself.
Yeah. It's fine. It's first. It's kind of first thing, and the second thing, it might be only dinner, for example, right? We could only eat with him, and after that dinner, I could say, okay, we can be only friends, or as a lot of women do, they ghost guys, or for example, like this. I don't do this. I seriously and very openly give a feedback.
I have a question for you. So the first part of the date, did you guys meet for coffee?
Coffee, just
coffee.
Mm-hmm.
So how soon into the date did you know, like, just friends?
I don't know. I never conclude this.
Until after the date?
No, until sometimes it, for example, in my kind of life, usually, it was like I always give people chance, for example, even if it wasn't my serious relationships, for example. We met several times. I always meeting people like maybe 3 times, something like that. And then I can understand, do I want just to go with them? Just,
Sure. But so you went on one singular date with him.
Yeah.
He said he'd offer his time for anything you needed.
Yeah.
On the first date, went grocery shopping for you, paid for your groceries. So I don't know, maybe that was
Because
what,
he
50, 100
offered
bucks
it.
or something.
Yeah.
Sure, he offered it. All to get friend zoned?
Exactly. You can.
Ooh, it's
you can
This
go.
is not
No.
even
Dagger in the heart.
No.
Dagger.
10
red
years
pill,
younger.
red pill. Get the
Wait,
red pill. Where's
wait,
the red
wait,
pill?
wait, wait.
You
So-
see this, buddy? What's his name? What's his name? Social services worker. What's your name, buddy?
I will
You see this, buddy? Take the red pill. Take the red pill, dude. You first date, you paid for groceries, bruh. That's some
First
simp
date,
shit.
you pay for
That's
dinner,
some
and
simp
it
shit,
never
bro.
goes anywhere. What is the difference?
But she's going to introduce him to somebody who actually age suitable for him and somebody, because she actually.
He's playing the long game.
No.
Yes.
So then I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Did you
Oh my
ever
God,
feel like you couldn't be in a relationship with him because, like you said, he helps like refugees
red
or
pill.
like that type of
Take
thing?
the
You said,
red
right?
pill,
He's kind
guys.
of in charge of helping with that and like.
He told me that when we met for a coffee, he told me that, I'm helping refugees.
Oh, into the mic, please.
Yes. He told me, I'm helping to the refugees. I'm going from my work, and I can open and show you what's going on there. Yes.
Did that ever like make you feel during that date
Like what?
like am I just someone he needs to help? Like, because I know even for me, I might be like kind of like, oh, that's what you do for work.
No, I appreciate every nice actions of all the people I meet in life. When people want to do something nice in any ways.
Yeah.
I always, wow, thank you. I'm very appreciative. And in this case, he said, I know maybe what you need. And
Yeah.
he took out his laptop. So it doesn't take in Brian. It could be only a dinner in a restaurant and people would never see each other. So grocery doesn't play anything.
It actually
correct?
was cheaper than even dinner.
Exactly. So
You said
it's-
$41, right?
It's $41. So it doesn't
he bought
count it.
groceries on a first
Yeah.
And that is more appreciated by her
You
than taken to a restaurant, because he got.
Exactly.
Even
but-
if a restaurant's more expensive, though, I feel like she's eating the meal right there in front of him. Like it's a shared experience. Whereas if you're just getting groceries, it's like, here's something that you can benefit from
No.
down the road. Like
No.
in any case, you friend zoned him. He bought you groceries. That's a big L. Yo, I want to pull up the chat, Nick. Yo, chat. I want to hear the chat's thoughts. Is it an L? Is it an L for the dude to have bought her groceries? I think it's an L.
What is it?
What
It's
is
an L,
L is
even
like-
if you continue dating him. Even if you were
Loss.
still dating him, I think it's still an
No,
L
and
to
in
pay
your-
for groceries
look, in your
on a
point-
first date.
No.
Is it still an L? Chat L in the chat.
Absolutely
L,
not.
No,
L in
in
the
your
chat.
point of view, Brian, somewhere back days, paying for a dinner, the whole dinner was a lose, probably, I think. But now you're paying for a dinner. So the guy basically paid for a dinner.
Oh, I
That's
don't do
it.
dinner dates really anymore. It
Oh,
depends
you
though.
see?
Like, but here's the thing.
Do
right?
you date?
Huh?
Do you
No,
need
look,
to
Do
talk?
you even?
no, but like, look, here's the thing, right? Like, I'm with the right girl. I'm prepared to,
Yeah.
to I'll handle I'll take care of everything.
Yeah.
Will you buy her
With the
groceries?
right girl.
Will you get her groceries?
But
No, because some people just very kind, and when they see someone, they want to help.
Like, if a
It
girl-
I'm
seems like it's
myself.
in his nature.
Yes, I'm myself,
I'll say
like that.
If-
I go and helping someone. He seemed to be a man who can do
I'll tell
something.
you this though. When it comes to the chase and all this stuff, right? I'll tell you this. If a girl, like, let's say she lives in Florida or somewhere. She lives, somewhere.
Okay.
She lives in Florida, and she demonstrates a very, very, very high level of interest in me. Like a girl who
We
shows
didn't-
high level of interest, who meets some of my criteria, whatever. Then yeah, I'll fly you out. What's up? I'll fly you out. What's up? I'll pay for the date, right? But if I match with some chick on a dating app and she's probably talking to a bunch of other dudes, I haven't been able to really vet her that well, whatever. We can go
But
for a
it's
walk.
your choice. Yeah, but it's your choice.
It's a
but
walk
some
date
other
for
people,
you.
But some other people choosing different things,
Grocery. I just think
help.
I think it's an L to.
I think
good
it's
for you,
cute.
but good for you. You got some groceries.
No, good for
Let's
him.
fucking
It is.
go.
He put there like a really good energy
feels
out there,
good.
and
but
it
here's the
will
crazy
come
thing.
back.
But here's
This
why it's an
karma
L.
will.
She friend zoned him despite the fact that he
What
said.
is a friend zone? They're still.
She's just friends.
They're
Just friends, just
yeah,
friends.
I
but
would-
she's gonna help him to meet somebody who is more
No.
age appropriate for him, and
Well, why go on the date? But
No.
why did you go on the date to begin with?
Because I'm very open, and he is a tall, handsome, smart guy. We talked just several times before, and
What-
I said, "Why no? Maybe we need to meet." I felt really that we have a lot in common. We go to church, for example, both. He is very kind. He
Sure.
takes care about his mother, for example.
Wait,
he
tall,
told me.
handsome, good-looking, provider,
Yeah.
takes care of his
Yeah.
grandma.
Yep.
So why didn't you go for this guy?
Sometimes chemistry or
Oh,
something like
chemistry.
that. Of course. Age gap,
There's
chemistry.
no,
So, and I felt that
you
I
just
need to
don't
be.
think about those things when you're meeting someone, and then you're thinking, okay, 10 years down the road, I'm going to be 46. He's going to be 36. I'm going to be an old woman for him.
Women live longer.
And I
though,
don't
so,
want to take
probably.
time of a person by trying to meet them again, take advantage. Probably, I saw that he's very kind. He might be helpful and help, and again,
He
again,
was-
again.
so,
he was inviting me
To be clear,
again.
you,
to be clear.
To be clear,
Yep.
this is such a red pill. You friend zoned a handsome, tall, good guy who said he was prepared to do anything for you, who I sounded maybe he was going to drive you around, I don't know, who bought you groceries on the first date.
I'm very
who was he
appreciative.
pleasant on the date? Was he
Yes,
nice?
absolutely. We talked afterward. And you know, Brian,
Red pill.
sometimes give me this red pill because
No,
I
you don't
feel
get it.
I'm
You don't
nice, I'm kind, but sometimes guys
passed
also
up on
don't
a
fall
great
in love
guy.
with me, you know, Brian, and says, okay, I feel like you're a friend. And I'm like, what? Why? But it's life, you know, it happens,
mean-
it happens. And what we can do in this situation is to be honest.
I would go to war for a woman who was attractive, short. I'm just reversing.
Undefined.
Would you write her 25 letters?
I'm reversing the. Well, I would. If a girl bought me groceries, bro, what's up, girl? You're mine.
I can buy
love
you.
you,
I have
girl.
food stamps. Let's go. Tomorrow. This will be under the record.
Nickelodeon donated $100. Why didn't you make him dinner with those groceries, Melania from? This chick's already lost to the Western feminists.
Thank you very much for these compliments. Maybe I will make him dinner
yeah.
because we still stay in touch, you know.
The point I'm trying to make is that because earlier in the conversation, like when we were talking about the. You okay, Nick? Earlier in the conversation, when we were talking about the guy who wrote the 25 letters and like men shouldn't do these romantic gestures, here you have a guy who you admit was good looking, tall, pleasant, good personality, it sounded like, cared about his parents, cared about family, was prepared to like be a provider, went on the first date to buy you groceries, which like that's super wholesome, I don't know.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Is it any wonder why men are pulling back and hesitant to do some of these romantic gestures when you friend zoned the dude that did all those nice things? So in my head, I'm like, I could do all that shit, or hold on, I could just be like, come over to my place, babe, what's up?
You know, maybe because, you know, in your case, I can be nice, but I can be not nice, so I can to play, I can to choose.
No, you still
but
be
in
nice,
his case,
but-
it's just, you know, I'm a man, I'm a giver. I want to help
and he's
women,
a Christian
and when I
man
do it,
as well. So that
Yeah.
like for him to give and help, it is engraved. It is like it is his joy. For her to give and help, even whatever she has, she doesn't have much, but whatever she has, it is joy, and she will give her last shirt to the one who is in more need. So it's just
Yeah,
sure.
so
We have-
caring is a different type of, you know.
That's just I just think like that's fine. I just I can't imagine like doing all that
I also can
like because you hear like guys you do all, look again. I don't think men are owed anything just because they spend money on you or they do anything. However, I also think if men are taking actions which are not leading to the furtherance of the relationship, then men should perhaps start reconsidering whether it's worth it for them to take those actions. Again, so like
No, maybe-
if I pay for a first date, I don't feel like I'm entitled to anything. I think it's
Really?
really weird. No.
Oh, really?
No, I don't feel like
Okay.
no, I'm not entitled to because I think that's it's kind of creepy and weird if a guy's like, well, I paid for the first date, so I'm now entitled to like sex. That's creepy. It's kind of on the edge of almost, I don't want to use the word, but it's kind of like that's pretty skeezy. But if like I was paying for all these dinners, doing all these things, and then like I'm getting friend zoned,
What all these
good.
dinners?
I'm gonna start thinking. All right, let me just
No.
invite these girls over.
She
I'll
wanted
shoot
to
my
pay
shot.
for those groceries herself. He
No.
insisted
He's
he
a simp.
didn't let her.
You're right. He's a simp. He's a simp.
He is different.
That was some simp shit.
You know, he's different.
I'm not saying it's her fault.
perspective.
I'm not saying
No,
it's
no,
your
no.
fault,
It's nobody's fault.
but
It's just
He did all these great things,
And he
Yeah.
feels good that he was able to help
Exactly.
someone. That's why
Good for him.
he
Yeah. Good
works in a refugee center and
Is that where you guys met?
no.
Okay.
No,
Well,
no.
here, I got some other examples just to
Yeah,
move on from that
let's
one.
do- yeah.
You said another guy drove 150 miles to meet me in my place. He brought many nice gifts and took me to bowling, excursion to Nevada City, and so on.
Mm-hmm.
Was that just a one-time date? Like you only, how many times, was that a one-time thing or?
Yes. One time thing.
Bro, you guys,
Yeah.
yo, look at me. Which camera? I'll do this camera
Yeah.
right here. Y'all are doing way too much. Hold up, I gotta.
I don't know, man. That sounds like a lot of work.
Hello? Bro, y'all are doing way too much. Walk. How about a walk? Try a walk. Have you guys tried a walk?
Maybe
have
just motivating, I don't know, people
Try
to
to
do
walk.
something, you know. Maybe they just want to spend time nicely having a girl who admires them, or like, because I don't demand, I don't have list, you know, what
Mandy
you can
Moore.
do with me.
We're missing you, Mandy Moore. Mandy Moore, we need you. We need you.
Yeah.
There's a chat. There's a chat coming in.
Yeah.
Mandy Moore, there's a chat coming in that's about you, and they got it. Just kidding. Okay.
Oh, you're a
So-
butt. You're such a butt.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. So I mean, you know, it's just in their nature. You know, I just meet people who are like that, who are saying, you know, Jana, let's go with you somewhere. Let's do this thing. Let's do this
Right.
thing. You know.
But look at all these. You have a list here. Another guy flied to you and visited. You visited cool place together. You went to
Yeah,
Lake Tahoe
yeah.
and Yosemite.
Yeah.
Was that a one-time thing, and then you never talked to him again?
One time he went to several days because he wanted to see Yosemite, and he said, you know, I would love to go there with you.
Here's
Let's go.
I just-
you know, I need these people. I don't know. I don't post any list of what I need.
Okay,
You
and then
know?
you have another one. One guy invited me for a cool picnic in the park. He prepared
Yes,
everything, nice
exactly.
food, nice plates,
Yeah,
blanket,
yeah.
and just during the
Yeah.
day we were sitting in the nice
Yeah,
park.
yeah.
That's not as elaborate as some of this other shit. Not as expensive as this other shit.
No, he bought very nice.
Can I ask you a
things.
question though? Was that just a one-time date?
Yeah, that was one time date.
Ah,
yeah.
So that's 4 examples of guys doing the most, doing all this
Yes.
extra shit.
Oh, bitch, all these rules!
Yeah.
That was
And
the
they
wrong
enjoyed.
one,
We
I didn't mean-
enjoyed conversation.
And you ask every one of those guys how they feel about how it turned up. Every one of them will say it was great time, it is fantastic,
Yeah.
and they are grateful. Okay,
Yeah.
so
That's fine, but couldn't, like, if they had just met you for coffee, I mean, that it could have also.
Of course, absolutely, it can be super cool. It was theirs idea. Let's go for a picnic, for
But
example.
let me ask you a
Have
question.
you
Like
been
these
to-
guys, how many dates like this do they need to go on before finding the one? Because let's say they go on one date a month, and one of these guys flew to you, and you went to Lake Tahoe,
Mm-hmm.
Yosemite. That's maybe like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. He does that once a month. This guy is spending tens of thousands of dollars a month in the pursuit of women, in the pursuit, like, bro, my dude, have you tried the beach, son? Have you tried the beach? Just go to the
still
beach.
need to
What's up,
bring
girl? You want to go to the
something
beach? Let's go to the beach. There's
It's
sand.
good.
We can touch the sand.
It's good. You need to bring something.
Look, it's
to the
good for
beach.
you. You've gone a
Yeah.
bunch
Those-
of.
No.
that type of gentleman is not well spoken as you are, so it is much harder for him to get to talk.
English
to
is my
women.
second language. I
Okay.
stumble over my.
I'm talking about like he's.
He doesn't have Riz.
He's
He's
an
got no Riz. You're
introvert.
saying he's got to make up for the lack
He's
of Riz by
introvert.
doing this shit.
It is not easy for him to communicate. He doesn't have the experience with women. You know, no experience, almost none.
I mean, if you want to be a little extra and you want, go play pool.
So
when you play, like, go play pool.
Alone.
So
Go.
for him,
play pool.
it is actually a good thing.
Mini
it is
golf,
more
maybe?
like practice
That's
of
kinda extra, though.
dating and understanding and communication and everything.
Yo, you dudes, you guys here. I don't know if you're watching. Probably not. But, yo, I will give you the game, guys. I will give you the Riz. I'll give you the Riz. I'll give you the Riz. Okay.
I think
Get
whatever
Rizzy,
works.
Brian.
What's up?
I said, get Rizzy, Brian. Show some
I'm
game.
the fucking
let's
Rizzler.
See. Let's see.
I don't think
No,
we've
no.
seen any Riz yet.
Oh, I've rizzed.
Do
tonight.
it.
Have you?
I've done some Riz.
No balls. Still do. You won't do it right
No
now.
balls?
No,
What the
right.
fuck?
You won't do it right now.
I'll show you balls.
That's disgusting. You don't even
You don't
eat
like
pussy.
balls? What's wrong with balls?
You don't eat pussy, so I don't want to see your balls.
I wasn't not literally about to stand up, be like, check this out, Mandy. Check it.
Your child would love it. Your child would love it if you did that. They want to
not-
see your balls so badly.
I don't think so.
so.
I don't think so. I'm not sure about that. Okay.
Brian, check that star chat.
What?
Check over a star chat for me.
What? It's under the threshold, so
Okay, do you want me to show it?
I took it off. Let me see if there's any other chats here. I think let me see if there's any other notes. I would just say for all those guys, good for you that you got these experiences. If they're happy with it, hey, who am I to judge?
Why are they don't happy? Because if they offered,
they got rejected.
They offered
that sucks.
it, but they offered.
It is what it is, though.
It is not about only show off in front of a woman. It's about spending time nicely and see how it goes.
Here, it's not a perfect example, but like let's say you had sex with a guy and then he rejected you after, like he just fucked you once and then ghosted you.
If he dated
and
me
he
2 months,
you.
for example, if he dated me 2 months, for example,
sure.
right? He told me that we are boyfriend, girlfriend, and so on and so on. It will not be possible that he will fuck me once and then say, okay, bye-bye. Because
sure.
until then, we will be already in love.
But it's a little different, but I imagine like that's perhaps how men feel.
That's why I don't have hookups. I'm not interested,
Sure, okay. I'm just curious, like, why didn't it work with any of these guys? These guys all did all this extra
because
shit.
I'm looking for my husband, for the person who I would love to spend my life with, There are cool guys, nice guys, but, when you don't feel, sometimes you feel kind of that, for example, with someone, you can probably meet one more, but with one guy, he is out of country for business, and we can't meet, for example. I would love to meet again if he will invite me, and something like that. So it's about feeling who is your person. And some of the guys, they didn't ask me back for a date, which is totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
We're not like money banknote to be loved by everyone.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. Was I sad? Yes, I also was sad. Like, you give me a red pill, please.
Metaphorical red pill. Wait, are there like, I know you only provided those few examples, but are there other, like, you don't have to tell me the details, but like, have you had other experiences similar to those where these guys are, maybe getting you a gift or taking you on a trip or doing all this extra shit?
How about asking her if she gives them gifts?
Exactly.
Because she does.
I does too.
On the first date?
I do too.
Okay, all right.
She cannot give much, so she would order something like personalized,
sure.
thing and so on. So it's
okay.
One guy celebrated couple of years, let's say several years sobriety, and I ordered him a cup, a personalized cup for coffee.
I don't know. It just seems
it was
like
first date.
It just seems clear evidence that even if you do all this extra stuff, it really doesn't doesn't work. It doesn't work. That's why you don't do it.
If
you have to be
the end. It's just the beginning. She just got here. She's just trying to even understand the culture and everything.
And we need all to see, I think, dates or something like that, or meeting people just as a time that we spend in a nice atmosphere.
Yeah.
Like with nice people. For example, you can always choose to invite a girl for a dinner or eat alone because you don't want to pay, for example, right?
Sure.
So, but if it's a good company and you're enjoyed, why to consider this dinner failed? Why? Maybe you will find a friend, maybe you will find a partner, maybe you will find something else, I think we do put too much pressure to this. Oh, I bought her coffee, or I bought her a meal. Oh my God, I put such a lot of efforts. Or no, coffee is cheaper. But you can offer this thing and this too, and it will not cause any damage in your pocket, right? Or she also can pay and bring coffee for you the next day, for example, right? So it's just, I believe in kindness and energy exchange. If we put kind things to people, they also come up with all these offers. Let's go there, just let's go. It doesn't mean that I need to give something back. But during these meetings, I try to, to show my appreciation, my happiness, to talk to these people deeply. Sometimes they share really hard stories to me about their lives, and some of my words of support also can be healing. We all can be healing to each other. That's how I see it, you know. And
Sure. That's fine. I can only advise my viewers. I can speak about my own experience. I think it's best you ought to wait until you're a bit more established in the same way that women like to wait, for example, to have sex with a man before, or they want to wait to have sex with a man to establish, okay, are we just seeing each other? Is this going to be a long-term thing? I also think men should perhaps wait a bit before falling into being a provider.
They weren't providers. For them it was natural thing, you know. For
Go
some
ahead.
people.
Go ahead.
I just I had a question, just kind of, I don't know how to face my question, but kind of like towards you, like how do you expect to not be a provider like at the jump, but you expect them to be obsessed and in love with you from the jump?
Oh, it's very easy because of my charming
Brian,
demeanor.
hit the crickets. Hit the crickets.
But
Where's the button?
no, look, again, and I'm prepared to be, with the right woman, I'm prepared to be the provider from the jump. Also, however, I will say, women who are so into you, there are some women who will be so into you, what's the term? They don't need that.
Yeah.
Plenty of women will be so attracted to a guy or just really fuck with a guy because of his personality or whatever, his humor, maybe his status, whatever it may be. They're just happy to be with him. And in actuality, what I would argue is that, take for example, a guy who's really wealthy or a guy who's really famous. I'm not saying bro, I'm a fucking YouTuber. I don't have a big head about this, but take for example, I'm trying to think of a male musical artist that women are really. Take who's I'm trying to think of a
Tyler
male.
Childers is a
Weeknd?
big one.
The
right
Weeknd?
now.
I don't know, but
Not The Weeknd.
I would argue that actually a lot of women would not have the negotiating power. I feel like Andrew Tate says this way better. He uses Andrew Tate uses the example of Chris Brown. Now I don't think Chris Brown is the ideal example here, but a lot of women will go and fuck Chris Brown without any expectation that he'd provide anything. A lot of them will probably go above and beyond, and you can replace Chris Brown with a more desirable guy, I guess. Whereas the guy who's making $40K a year, they're going to look to him, who's less capable of spending money on them, and they're going to expect him to do all the providing and provisioning and blah, blah, blah. But if a guy's high status enough, that shit goes out the window. That's when girls will end up becoming simps. So, and I'm in favor of female simping, by the way. I believe in female simping. Now, so sorry, your question again was, oh, okay, how do I expect that? Yeah. I would argue that actually a woman who's okay with you not providing, that's actually a way to screen out for very high interest women. Because they will, I don't want to use the word tolerate, but they're fine with not providing. They're just so into you for perhaps other reasons. And it also weeds out gold diggers too, I think.
Okay. Nice, thank you.
But
That
if
is for the
the girl
short
is
term.
don't get me wrong, if I really like the girl, and it depends on the dynamics too. If she's a career girl and she's making good money, she's making six figures, okay, we can do, you can pay your own shit.
Right.
We're both adults here.
Right.
But if it happens to be the case that I'm dating somebody who's not quite, well enough along in their career or whatever, I'm significantly out earning them, then I can take care of it. It's not a problem. But she's got to be just for me. There can't be other guys in the picture. If I come, here's my view, right? And I don't know, maybe I'm fucking delusional. If I come into your life, the other dudes are a wrap. First date, goodbye. The other dudes have to be gone. There
So
can't be other dudes in the
So
picture.
you're offering girls to be your girlfriend on the first date. So you see someone and say, now
No, it
you're
takes
my
time.
girlfriend.
That takes a little
Okay,
bit of time.
That's it. Okay, you see, it takes a little bit of
Takes a
time.
little bit
for
of
you.
time.
Of course, yeah.
She's got to be in waiting.
In waiting. So
Girlfriends in waiting.
Wait. How long?
Waiting, crying,
6
sitting, oh
months.
my God, Brian.
6 months, 9 months.
all right. That's
Girlfriends
nice.
in waiting.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
These gold diggers are whack donated $100. If you say no to a coffee date, you're missing the point. No one has to get ready for a coffee date, and it cuts the bullshit, money, and the makeup. Latina on the right, what do you think?
Latina on
Which
the
one?
right,
Which
what do
one?
you think? I think you. I think he's talking to you. He's talking to you, girl.
I mean, I'm totally fine with a coffee date. I'd rather do that first than be stuck at a dinner with someone I don't vibe with for like 2 hours.
Word.